Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon X, the Gale of Darkness 9. Play on the audio. So I'll press up in 3, 2, 1, 0. Yeah. It's been a while. Once again, I haven't played any more of Alpha Sapphire. I didn't even play any more of this game. I still haven't cleared the battle CPs that I cleared before. So yeah, what else? In reply to a comment on the Resident Evil LP, because this is the earliest I can reply to that in video form. Although, could just do that in comment form, but whatever. Just like, one thing that has bugged me, and clearly some of you viewers as well, is my videos have a shit frame issue. I don't know if it's the capture card. Well, it probably is. It is a pretty cheap capture card. And it's like looking up settings. It's like, is there a way to make it look any better? And I don't know how the sewer stuff works with frames and all that. I think what makes it more of a pain in the ass is I record it, because the capture card comes with a program called ArcSoft, which is the recorder for it. And sometimes it works out fine, sometimes it doesn't. But I've just changed a bit of the settings, just slightly, see if that'll improve it or not, I don't know. Yeah. I'm like looking at the recording on the capture card and comparing it to my TV, and the only difference I can see is that on the capture card itself, it looks slightly lighter. Like there's a, like the background here, like on my TV, like compared to how it is there, it feels like there's a brighter kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's like slightly brighter, but not too much. And when I really look at my TV, there is a bit of a blur on it regardless. So I wonder if it's not the capture card itself, but rather my TV. Because I can see like the kind of pixelated kind of movements even on my TV. Like I can see his face and it's just like, looks kind of, has a slight blur to it. Even with my glasses on, you know. I know. Got a flat screen TV. It's quite big. But it can have, well, I've had quite a few issues with the TV. Sound issues. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's kind of loudish. Volume's inconsistent. And sometimes the video itself can kind of look, you know, the image and all that can look a bit meh. But whatever. Let's do some battle CDs. I mean, maybe what also makes Resident Evil LP more of a pain in the ass is because that one's got somewhat more realistic graphics, combined with the fact that it's a really dark environment. Like everything's dark, so it makes it even freaking harder to see shit on recording. But yeah, that has bugged me as well. Yeah, okay, at least it saved that one, I guess. Oh my god, we're gonna be battling Mew! Battle CD46, Operation Zero, a battle against Mew. I wonder if it'll be double sized. Battle CD46, you sure? Can you really defeat Mew? Well, Pokemon like that, surely. Well, the requirements. Unlimited turns. We got every Eevee evolution up to, you know, Generation 2. I mean, we wouldn't even be able to fit it if it was, you know, not for that. Like, if it had the updated version, there'd be more than 6, obviously. You got, like, there was none introduced in Generation 3, but Generation 4 introduced Glaceon, Leafeon, and I'm not sure if there was any more than that for that generation. The other ones, I'm not sure which generation they came in from. I know there's Sylveon, So that's a further 3. I can't quite think if there's another one. I think that might have been all of them. I mean, damn, Eevee. I mean, I know it's kind of, you know, in the name, you know, Eevee, as in evolution. Except Eevee. Evolution? But got way too many different ways of evolving, you know? It's like Espeon and Umbreon are kind of confusing ones, isn't it? Like in this game they had a stone for the evolution, while in the main games, no such thing. It all comes down to, you know, the time of day, and a lot of Pokemon games don't have, you know, the time thing, so you can't really evolve Eevee into Espeon or Umbreon in some of the older ones, because they didn't have the day and night thing in quite a few games. Like if you tried to do that in Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald, you wouldn't be able to do it. You'd only be able to transfer from Colosseum on this game, really. And then, like, I don't think the Sinnoh region on Generation 4, I'm not sure if that one had, it might have had a time thing on it. Probably did, actually. But who really cares? Let's get this battle out. My record schedule's been shite lately. Yeah, I can definitely, like, compare the two. It definitely is a little lighter on the capture card compared to how it is on my TV. What? Oh, send 2 Pokemon, that's one. Look how small Eevee is compared to its evolutions. Oh, we're 20 levels below. Oh! Doesn't Mew have a transformation kind of thing? I don't know. Well, Umbreon would be kind of fucked there, wouldn't it? Wait, let's bring a Flurry. Fuck you! Yeah, I can see why this is not going to go well, is it? Assistance! Hey! That didn't go to plan. Jolteon. Fuck it. Try to paralyze it. Slow him down. Fuck it. Surf's up, bitch. Oh, you're fast. Ow, shield. Ow, double the shield. How dare you, sir, Madam Thing? You know, what's your favorite Eevee evolution? There's quite a few now, isn't it? I don't know what mine is anymore, to be honest. I don't think it really. Like, even before the introduction of the other ones. I mean, the first ones I was kind of liked is Espeon and Umbreon, but of the original 3, Vaporeon all the way, man. If you both fight it, maybe it will stop attacking. province. For a super effective attack, it sure doesn't do much, does it? This is one of those type of battles where you really gotta strategize. The crowd is just cardboard cutouts. Paralyzed and confused. What can you do? Now back to what I mentioned ages ago in this recording. It's only 10 minutes recording so far. But my sleep pattern and, you know, recording schedule is all over the place. It's like, what was it, yesterday? Maybe it was the day before. I was like up for 24 hours, went to sleep eventually, you know, woke up in the morning, went to college, had a guitar lesson, and then ended up falling asleep when my internet connection was non-existent and didn't end up uploading until the next day, which is today as I'm recording this. This was when I uploaded the recording before this, the Final Fantasy X one. So that's why I'm recording this, because I'm just like, ah, fuck, I haven't got that recorded yet. It's all over the place, man, and then there's like the combination with that. It's like, okay, on my VN channel, I haven't recorded the final part for the Megakashi arc of Higurashi yet. Reason for that is, well, I haven't really found the time to actually get around to it. Because I want to make my own kind of all-cast review session thing, because it doesn't have one in Aversion, so I'm just like, gotta find sprites, character portraits. And I found loads for Rena and Mion, but no one else, and then I was like, maybe I'll just take screenshots and have that combined to make my own. So it's a bit of a clusterfuck. So yeah. Anyways though, let's bite this bitch and substitute. Meow, 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 wow, 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 wow. You don't stand a chance, Mew. Didn't even need to use Espion. Well, the battle isn't over yet, so. Well, it'll target Umbreon, which would not go well in Mew's corner. All that and just gets knocked out by confusion anyway. Hooray, we win! Oh, shite. Didn't once target Vaporeon there. Mew fears Vaporeon. Clear! Congratulations, you've cleared that battle CD. A wonderful battle too. Commemorate your clearing battle CD 46 for the first time. Please step to Sacred Ash. Sacred Ash? What the fuck? No two-sided battle CD there, I see. We must go explore and look at the item. Yeah, this is one of those type of buildings where if like the power goes out, you're kind of fucked, isn't it? It's like, how the hell am I gonna get anywhere in this place? Fully revives and restores all fainted Pokemon. Does this item have a different purpose as well? It's definitely not something you can get very easily. You know what? Just like these poor bastards have been stuck in the purification chamber for freaking months, pretty much. It's put them in the storage instead. It's like, ah, what? We're going from being in the chamber to... Wait. No. Going into the PC now? That sucks. It's a shame, man. You get so many Pokemon, but then just like... When doing this LP, I'm just like... But I just... Well, I haven't even used my own Pokemon much in ages. It's not like with my Pokemon Emerald LP where they had the Battle Frontier and shit and I was training multiple Pokemon, which absolutely destroyed my eyesight because of all the times it sped up the game. But yeah, there's not really as much reason to really train a lot of Pokemon here. I mean, there is, you know, the War Coliseum, but that place sucks balls. It's like the Battle Frontier, only somehow, well, I wouldn't say worse, but it's like they pretty much looked at the Battle Frontier and was like, you know what, a Battle Frontier is a pain in the ass. Let's make it so that there's only 4 battles, but they're all very reminiscent of the bullshit that can be found in the Battle Frontiers of Pokemon Emerald. Because it'll just screw you over every time. Keep on pressing on the wrong things. Let's go. I wonder if you can hear the vacuum cleaner outside my room. Probably. It's quite loud. Well, this is gonna take a while, but hey, man, well, depending on how long this takes, this might just be the whole recording. It's like we battled the Mew, and then we took the Pokemon out of the Purification Chamber at long last. I mean, I even gave a lot of these Pokemon nicknames, and I haven't used them in battle at all. Like the Viper, and Shrooms, and Brock, and Iodia, Tomoya, Brenda, Gary, Warren, Lucas, Reese, Undertaker, Zoe, Boney, you, Shockmaster, Mai, Lord Sludge. Lord Sludge has seen a lot of screen time. Fantasy, Teddy, Komori, Misha, Makoto, Birdie, Shizune, Nagisa, Zabrong, which I didn't name it that. That was the one we got in trade. Snout, Aya, Goff. Oh yeah, wait, no. It's a male. Maybe that's why I didn't name it Rena. Because that would, I don't know. I was thinking of doing that, but it ended up being a male one. Noto, Quina, Inawa, Miku, Mia, Banjo, Sprout, Epona, Kanji, and the list goes on. So many Pokemon with nicknames. I rarely would give Pokemon nicknames, you know? And it got no real reason to use them in battle, really. Shame we can only carry 6 Pokemon, you know? I mean, imagine if, like, and then we got Zell. And then, like, imagine if, they make a Pokemon game where you can use more than 6 Pokemon in a battle. It'd be chaotic, but it'd be awesome. Fuku. Wait, Fuku. Yeah, that is the name, isn't it? Haven't seen Clannad in ages. I'll... God damn it, I keep making that same mistake. And Yosuke. Yet another fan page, but just with the regular name. We still haven't found whatever the last Pokemon that Duking is still after. Still got that, I guess. And then you got Kane! Used him in battle at least once or twice, or a few times. I think it was on Mount Battle for that, I can't remember. Then, of course, there's your mom. You know, with your, it's just like, so, like, I've done it in the right context there, but you could do it either way, really. That's like, your mum is in, this is your mum. Or you could, if you like put the apostrophe there and add an E at the end, you'd be like, you are mum. It's kind of mind-boggling how stuff like that can be so easily, you know, like how common it is for people to use it incorrectly. It's like, no, and then there'll be people correcting it. It's like, no, it's this form of your, and then it's like, no, actually, you got it wrong. You've corrected them when there is nothing to be corrected. Here's E. And Bella. Used her in battle quite a few times. Kind of was like, in the party a lot, wasn't she? Then Carl Sagan, of course. Who we got in the party here? Yes, Moltres took over, well, Yukiko the Moltres took over for 5 Pokemon, but it was kind of a mix-up of old Bella here and Mikoto the Ninetales. You know, I had a weird dream last night that involved Pokemon. And it was like, I don't know, what is that? It was weird. It was like Mystery Dungeon, but not Mystery Dungeon. It's like there were loads of Pokemon, there was like loads of traveling and all that. And then you'd have like these massive rooms. It was like the equivalent of a monster house that you see in the Mystery Dungeon games. Only they moved in a 3D kind of way. Where it's like, wasn't just like, I don't know how to describe it. They moved really freely and attacked. But it was less like, you know, using moves like Thunderbolt and all that. They were more just ramming into each other and shit. It was weird. And the reason I just brought that up was because I remember at some point in the stream I was like, where's Swalot? I don't know why. I think like, I don't know, because dreams are weird. Because like, dreams will kind of mix up things. So like, something like, for example, I thought I saw Altaria in this mix of this, you know, who Pokemon come together. And Gyarados, Tentacruel. I could remember seeing those Pokemon. But at the same time, I can't be sure. Because dreams are so weird that they can morph an image of something and change it subtly. So that if you wake up and remember it, and you can picture the image in your mind, just like, wait, that wasn't how that Pokemon was supposed to look. It's weird how dreams work like that. Take an image you know, and then kind of morph it. It was like, I just don't know how to describe it. It's a type of RPG. What is it? An action RPG? You know, where they kind of just like, you don't have to like do turn-based shit or, you know, bring up menus to use attacks. You just attack, essentially. It was something like that. And it was like, and they had a story of some sort that was all over the place. And I don't know what the story was because, you know how dreams are. They hardly ever make sense. But it had a Mystery Dungeon feel because it was from the point of view of Pokemon. And it was weird, and it's like, man, that could be a game. But even in the dream, it was like, you know what? This game would be a very repetitive game. Because it's like, you got one big room, which has a lot of Pokemon you battle through and all that. And then you got a kind of save room kind of thing or something. It was weird. John Cena. You know, needless to say, when I woke up from all those weird dreams, including the Pokemon one, I was very disorientated. It's one of those vivid type of dreams where you wake up and you're just like, what the fuck, where am I? We have 4 boxes of Pokemon. Did I even give you a nickname? Nope. And that was that. Ah, he didn't stay in place. Old man's head is like, you give me whiplash, kids. Yeah, I could use some healing. What is with the Pokeball in the center there, bouncing off the walls? Was the game called Breakout or something like that? Where you have that paddle and you keep knocking a ball or wherever, and you just like, you can't hit the bottom. I can totally imagine Pokemon doing that. It's just like, okay, we'll have a Pokeball and you gotta break up stuff. What would those stuff be? Pokemon? Well, that could work. I think they had a Pokemon pinball game. I think they even have more than one Pokemon pinball game. Thank you for waiting. Here's your Pokemon now. Fuck off. Larvitar. How many levels does Larvitar have to go till it evolves anyway? Now, is there anything new on here? Have we ever encountered anything different? We met 304 Pokemon. Wait. Before I wrap this part up with us just defeating Mew and getting the Pokemon out of the Purification Chamber at long last. Have they got anything on the spot monitor? No. Nothing at all. The trouble with me in this LP is I always just end up recording just one part, so like I end up like coming back to it and be like, oh shit, I gotta record more. It's like I said, it's kind of because I want to, you know, play more Alpha Sapphire, but I haven't done that for the previous 2 parts, have I? Just like, haven't got around to it. So, nothing really on that front. Definitely gonna catch a Gulpin at some point whenever I get around to playing it. That's a must-have. But anyways, I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.